Good to see you.
Okay.
All right, good deal.
Good to see you too.
Yes, all is well.
Same time in Dubai as Mauritius.
Yes. It is almost 5 here. Mhm. What time is it there in Mercer?
1648.
Okay. Yeah, same thing. Same time, almost. Pretty much. Well, we go with regular time. Still getting used to military time. All right, so we're excited to get on our way here. Let me bring up my system here.
That's great.
While we're waiting.
It should be coming in any time now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So today we will be speaking about the templates, the soft corporate offer template, the full corporate offer, and the SPA. And we'll also talk about the procedures to add to the ICPO. And then we'll talk about the actual 2 deals of 10,000 metric tons each. One of them is the refined sunflower seed oil at $8.40, and that's for 10,000 metric tons, 8,400,000. And we have the 10,000 metric tons of the palm oil. I quoted them at $9.50 because we don't have a real price on there yet. But I think we could still, that leaves us a lot of room to move around. Well, I put them at $9.40 rather. Move around in that section there. Okay.
Where's our friend?
All right.
I'm calling him.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello? Yeah, we are on the Zoom. We're already on the Zoom. Please join. Thank you. Okay, thank you. I've asked him to join. So.
Okay, good. Good deal.
Wonderful. Yeah, I think we will do amazing things together, you know? Putting all of our experience together.
Yes, because we've been having our finger on the pulse of the industry for quite some time. And this way, we are able to craft a solution customized to the issues we've had in the past. So, so we can avoid.
Lessons learned.
Yes, indeed. Well, that's the fun part. That's the fun part of it.
He's online now.
Yes, my good man. Salam. Yes. So.
Namaste.
Okay. Good deal. So let's just get started, gentlemen. So the last time we talked, we discussed templates. Where are we at with the templates?
ICPO and SPA.
Yes. ICPO, SPA, FCO, and SPA.
Yeah.
Which one have you sent
This
to
one
me?
is SPA.
Which one you sent me?
Performa invoice also I'll send. Performa invoice also I'll send in some time after the meeting.
Okay, this is going to be after. All right, and then you've already sent me which one?
I've sent you, earlier I've sent FCO, today I've sent you ICPO and SPA.
All right.
And PI I will send after the meeting.
Okay, good. All right, have we arrived at a doable procedure that will be included in our communication for our buyers? Oftentimes, With IBEX Global, what we do is we share the procedures first to make sure they agree with the procedures.
Okay.
And then once we got the procedures together and the prices, we're okay. The issue that Gabriel and I and many other buyers and suppliers face is unclear procedures, or procedures that are kind of difficult, for lack of a better word. For example, I've encountered procedures where the supplier, after the supplier provides the proof of product, the buyer supplies the proof of funds, like 3 days or whatever it is. But there's been times in some procedures where the supplier does not produce the performance guarantee to 15 days later, which causes an issue. Because if the buyer secures his SBLC without the performance bond from the supplier, that's an issue. And what that translates to in many minds of suppliers is that the buyer does not have the sufficient financial bandwidth to secure the performance bond from his own bank. In other words, some suppliers that are not financially fit, in other words, let's just use regular language, that don't have money, they use the SBLC from the buyer to get credit from their own bank. So that's where the issue comes in at. In other words, if you had $10 million, for example, and it was a 2% performance guarantee, $200,000, the supplier would have to have either $200,000 in his bank cash money or a $200,000 credit line with his bank in order to provide the performance guarantee. If he doesn't have the cash money, or if he doesn't have the credit line with his bank, then what he'll do is use the SBLC or the LC from the buyer to get the credit. So there's where the discord is at, disconnect. What are your opinion?
Okay, first thing, the procedure is captured in ICPO as well as the procedure. Take out the procedure from standard procedure we can buyers.
Okay.
And the best thing is not to about the just to discuss
Just to do what now?
problem will be, and we give the solution on the spot on the issues. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Please carry on.
If the will is there between the buyer and seller to do business, we can sort out the problems within minutes.
Okay, so in other words,
Something which cannot be solved, that we can say this cannot be done.
okay. All right, so basically what we'll do is have a condensed procedure, and then the buyer and the seller can work out the particulars inside of the SPA. That's acceptable.
Yes.
Good.
I'll send you extracted procedures. You can start with that. If there's any issue, any problem, take me online. I'll sort it out within 5 minutes.
All right, good. That's sufficient. All right.
Like you see, if the SBLC is open,
Mm-hmm.
in that a condition can be put that SBLC will be operative only after getting the performance bond of 2%.
Okay, let me write this down.
If the SBLC is established like that, the seller can get performance bond from his bank without depositing any big money.
Okay, good. That brings up a very interesting.
This SBLC is
Yeah, that brings up. That's an excellent solution.
taken a T.
We've had a situation where a buyer wanted to utilize a non-operative,
Yes, they can.
and they wanted to make it operative after the 2% performance bond. That's perfect because that's outstanding. So if we're going to accept a non-operative SBLC or LC pending the performance bond, then that would solve a lot of the issues that we have in previous dealings. Excellent. Excellent. Well, it looks like the internet connection kind of went down a little bit. But while we were waiting for it to come back up, this is why it's so important. I cannot stress enough people trying to get around going through the training and expect to close deals not knowing the process and procedures, the definitions of operative and non-operative. How does a non-operative instrument affect a performance bond, and how do you make a non-operative instrument operative after the performance bond and accepted before the performance bond? These issues are issues that are oftentimes brought up in conversations from the buyer and the broker. But if the broker doesn't know the terms and conditions of what the options are, that deal is dead. And this is why we... Greetings. Greetings. I gotta get my... This is why we require the training so that we don't have any hiccups and mess ups. Because we can't have everybody running around all willy-nilly, not knowing the process and procedures and definitions. And you there, gentlemen? You there? I can hear you. It's something. We've been having a heck of a time. Yeah, like I said, we can't have people running around without knowing the process and procedures, and giving ill information to the buyers, and the deal blows up in the middle. So it's a reason why it's required that you complete the master's courses before you get on the phone. Otherwise, you'll have myself or some other one of our delegates on the phone trying to straighten out your mess. We can't be jumping on the phone every time you get on the phone because you didn't take the time to do the coursework. Most problems, most issues can be solved with the knowledge that's offered in the training. Most things can be solved right there because we've been through enough of the issues to know what situation is going to come up. 5 years of issues, 5 years of knowledge, all condensed in about a month or so of training. Invest in yourself. Trust yourself enough to invest in yourself so you can deliver the proper information. But anyway, let's not continue with that. Remember, this is not a $200,000 or $300,000 deal where you're doing a $200,000 hard money loan or something like that. It's nothing like that at all. We're talking about $8-9 million on the line, sometimes $10-20 million of these folks' money is on the line, and we got to get it right, ladies and gentlemen. And if you don't think that that's worth the training, this may not be for you. In fact, it's not. So this is only for the doers, the ones that's willing to go the extra mile. Would you want someone giving you a brain surgery and have not went to college or school to complete all the surgery? Would you want someone operating on you without having the degrees? No. And they paid for these degrees. That's why they got student debt. For some reason, that's why they got debt. You there? Are you there?
Oh,
Okay, I can hear you. Okay.
yeah, can you?
I think we should try. I think.
Lost you on the group.
Did what now?
You can join the Zoom again, please.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. And but you know, one thing I will say, I've never met. Well, I don't want to say never, but yeah, these people. A lot of people graduate from college and all this and that and so forth. But I'm still yet to see one come out and make a 6 or 7 figure income in a day in one transaction, do one brain surgery or whatever it is, or but it's not here nor there. It's only for the doers, only for the people who okay. Yeah, there might be a way. I'm going to tap back in after I get this thing straight. I'll be right back. All right.